They knew how slow.
Too slow.
If they knew how slow you were.
Too slow. Come on.
No, if they knew how slow you were. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Mm. The Arby's cup, really? All right, well, we're gonna put a disclaimer out there. We're gonna talk about. See, you won't die. See you die.
Almost died. Okay.
So the disclaimer: if you haven't seen Morbius, we don't want to ruin it for you. So we will be talking about scenes and who's in it and all that jazz. So we don't want to ruin it. So I would go see it first and then watch this. Or if you don't care, go ahead and watch this because we have a lot to say.
Let's get to it. Okay. Trash.
Capital T.
Booty. Done for. A miss. That's how we feel about it.
It's garbage. It was garbage. So
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, okay.
Just garbage from beginning to end.
Why?
Even from the start. So the start, the two kids, right? It's two, it's just showing Dr. Morbius as being the younger guy.
Played by who? Jared Leto.
Mm-hmm.
Leto and Matt
not
Smith.
The kid that was playing him.
No. But kid acting horrible. He died like this.
Then he came back to life.
He came back to life. He legit okay, so go ahead. You said it was two kids and
it was trash. Like, I guess that's how they developed the relationship with the actors and the role on how they were being treated because, they had the disability and stuff like that.
A blood disease. Yeah, a blood disease that they both had. So they met as kids and Matt became Morbius or Jared Leto, his surrogate brother, and they did grow a bond with each other where they pretty much protected each other throughout their childhood.
Yeah.
Well, now we know that the friend, the surrogate brother, he was rich. So they grow up and Morbius becomes this great doctor that is trying to find a cure. He made a promise to Matt Smith, which is his friend, that he was going to create a antidote. Not antidote. What am I thinking?
No, it was a cure.
He was a cure for their blood disease.
But before that, he had rejected a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah. Who does that?
Who does that?
It was like a great scientist that invented.
Why would you reject it? That didn't make any sense in the movie to me. I was like, that's retarded. But anyways.
Yeah, but then, and it's crazy because usually Leto is a very strong actor, but this movie was bland. It was like the ooze and noodles without the packet in it. Like I was looking for water. I was looking for something because it was just not it. Like the story, the basis of the story, everything was so flat. Besides them being friends and growing up, Leto becoming this great doctor, and then the best friend being, or we don't even know how he's rich. I guess he's just been rich, inherited money maybe. It never really explains it, but he ends up funding Morbius endless budget to create the cure.
Like the research project to create the cure.
Mm-hmm. No kind of backstory, that's just it. No, we don't know where he got his. He probably was selling drugs or something. Who knows? We don't know. But he had a lot of money because he was funding this project. And Morbius goes to Costa Rica and he captures bats.
Bats. Like Batman, but not Batman. More of a vampire type of Batman.
I mean, you know what? They probably should have went with that angle, making him Batman, because that would have been a better story.
Like a Marvel version of Batman. That would have been
better than what? We should call him and tell him
better than the DC version of Batman,
right? Because that was not it. Because he cuts his hand in the beginning, and in a cave full of thousands of bats, he does this,
and the bats just,
they just come,
and somehow those bats get back to the lab.
Yeah, nobody don't see it or nothing.
He operates on the bats, and he takes some type of blood issue from them and able to infuse the bat blood with his human blood and
made a serum.
It was cure.
Perfect. It was like and then it just happened.
But then this female doctor that he has working for him, she states when she first sees him, I know what you're doing here. This is not okay. You're gonna lose your license. You're mixing bad blood here. This is this and that.
And
then she gets on board with him.
magically.
Like,
That's like finding 12 kilos. Babe, that's like you getting 12 kilos worth of crack. I don't even look. I don't sell drugs, so I don't know. That's probably incorrect measurements or whatever. I probably ain't saying it right, but that's like me finding out you got 12 bricks of crack or cocaine, and I don't know you, and I'm like, how could you? And then, well, I mean, since you got it, I might as well just help you move this.
Yeah, she got on board with him. So next thing you know, they're on this boat with these mercenaries as their security, and she's running, just having fun with the mad scientist and strapping him in
everything.
And she gives him the serum, and you know he going to convulsions. He on this thing, he get in the thing, and then you know
he become a zombie because he don't even. First of all, Marvel Studios, Sony Pictures, we don't need no more.
We kind of need to give it up.
Please do, because like
we've been just so disappointed. All these movies we go.
He was supposed to look like a vampire, but he looked like
a zombie. Like I don't know.
He looked like a $2 hoe crackhead zombie. That's what he looked like. It's like his face was sunk in. It was. They didn't know what they wanted. They didn't know if they wanted him to be a vampire. They didn't know if they wanted him to be a zombie. They didn't know if they wanted him to be Swamp Man. He was just, the look was everywhere. So we were confused. We were just looking at it like,
yeah, 1 + 1 did not equal 2.
It didn't. In this case, it equaled 12.
Yeah, because it didn't make any sense.
It didn't. So yeah, she straps him down. He turns into this zombie bat. That's the only way I can think of it, like a zombie bat, and kills off 8 people.
Kills 8 people, just suck the blood and stuff. He's just gonna have a vampire superhero or villain type of movie. We gotta see some type of real blood or somebody dying or something,
or at least the little fake stuff they shoot out that look like some type of body fluid is happening. I mean, he legit killed off 8 people, and there was no blood nowhere, even after they went back to the scene. And let's talk about the cops, because in comes on this ship, damsel in distress gets knocked out cold, right?
Yeah, she just got a concussion.
Yeah, she passes out. She don't know what happened. 8 people gets drained of blood. All the mercenaries that's on there, they did. Morbius just jumps off the boat. He like, fuck this. I don't even know if I can swim.
How do you know he can swim?
Exactly. His legs had been like noodles.
And then he swam all the way back. He swam back to the crib. That's a long swim for a Batman / vampire thing. I don't know.
Just jumps off in the middle of the ocean.
But I guess he could swim because he made it back in one piece, and he came to. He was himself again, and he did all his research, and he figured out what blood he could use, and that could keep him going, so he wouldn't be, disabled. He was walking. Everything was fine.
Well, yeah. So on the plane, on the boat, in walks the detectives. Oh, it's police everywhere. Oh my God. And Tyrese, he played one of the detectives, and Al McDougal, I think that's him. Don't shoot me if I said it wrong. Sorry. They walk in, and they are the most dry cops we ever seen. Like, it's like you got 8 people that's been murdered on a boat, and they're just like nothing. Like, okay. Boring. Just boring. Boring.
Yeah, it was a waste to even have police actors in there. They didn't even need police following. It was just trash. There
was no like urgency there. And then they brought holy water after they end up catching Morbius. How did this person go from like killing 8 people, taking 8 armed men out, jumping into the ocean? They finally catch him, and they take him in easily.
Yeah, he just gives himself up.
It
don't make no sense. A vampire dude don't just go to prison. Right. Okay, of course he breaks out of prison, but before we get to that point, his friend, right? The friend we talked about in the beginning. His friend, that's the most loyal brotherly person I know.
He made the movie. Yeah. Matt Smith, congratulations. You made the movie, because
when it came to acting, he was the only one that was recognizable as far as anything entertaining.
Entertaining. I mean, for all the horrible CGI, for all the horrible smoky CGI moments that took like 10 years to get to the point, Matt Smith, I would say, was loyal to the game. He was a ride or die friend because not only did he fund the whole project for Dr. Morbius and try to be that friend there, like, we gonna stick to the end. It's us against the world. Morbius didn't even want to give him none of the serum. He didn't want to give him none of the serum that he paid for him to figure out how to even make.
Yeah, he was like, why are you hating?
Exactly.
Why are you hating? Let me get some of that. He was like, let me get some of that, man.
I'm like, no.
He was like,
I want to save you from
this is a curse. It's a curse.
It's a curse.
I said, man, this is the stupidest movie ever. I said, man, get that man his sample.
Exactly. He paid millions of dollars. Come on.
Yeah, so he steals it.
He steals it. He does. He steals it. Spoiler. He steals it.
He steals it. And then, Morbius finds out because Morbius is in, jail / prison at this time. So
let me tell you the G thing he did.
Mm-hmm.
He acted like Morbius' lawyer, went in there and talked to him, and slid him a bag of blood.
Dang.
What kind of friend?
That's brotherly right there.
He was looking, that's Fed time, embezzling supplies to the prisoner. He was ready to do time for his friend. And you know what that ungrateful friend did? You know what Morbius did?
He broke out and he attacked him.
His friend.
He said, I have to stop you. Stop him?
Yeah, because he figured out, because the friend left his cane. He walked normally out the door. So he figured out his friend stole it. I have to stop him. I'm stopping him now. Breaks the whole wall. The prison wall breaks out to go beat up his friend. The friend that funded the whole project. The friend that only wanted to try to serum because he didn't want to die. Morbius is all cured.
The same friend that brought him a bag of blood, looking out for him, make sure he was good.
He wanted to go kill him.
Yep. So they fight the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. He fights his friend for the rest of the movie. His friend has been there since day one. And the friend even tried to tell me, he said, friend, I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to kill the nurse.
And you know what happens when you first take it? You just act.
Wow. I mean, I just I snapped her neck. I didn't mean it. But if you just hear me out, we can go we ain't even gotta do this no more. We can be free, like we said we was. We said we was gonna travel the world. All the things we talked about when we was a little kid, we gonna do those things. You know what Morbius said?
He said, nah, I want this for myself. He was selfish. I think Morpheus is selfish.
I do feel like he was selfish because he didn't even want to listen to the friend. He just wanted to kill the friend the whole time. And he made an antidote, or I guess a reversal to the serum he made. And he made 2 of them. And the damsel in distress said all dramatically, who is the other vial for?
And all of a sudden, they in a relationship.
In a whole relationship.
Make it make sense. None of the beginning of the movie suggested anything about them being in a relationship. It was just a mad scientist and a mad scientist assistant. Now, they all of a sudden in a relationship looking at each other, kissing and stuff.
Let's not talk about a kiss. It took him 12 years to kiss. It was like this. Like that. We were like, so, that's it. So yeah, he takes the friend out, but you know what? Get this: stabs a friend in the heart with the antidote. Because I suggest.
So how you kill your friend?
Friend dies.
He's just trying to be like you and help you after you helped him, because you created the cure. Yeah, you're a vampire and stuff like that, but you walking now. You healthy now. Yeah, you might have to get some blood. You might have to go.
They had a whole blood bank.
You don't have to kill anybody. People. You ain't got to kill nobody.
They was rich.
You rich. You can set up a blood bank and have people
donate blood. They was gonna give it out willingly.
You know,
you created a synthetic blood that was curing millions. People would have lined up to. You had a whole blood bank. Yeah, I mean, you had to kill people.
It was like every 6 hours he had to take it and he was good. That ain't bad. Most people eat every 6 hours, so it's the same thing. I don't see why you would kill your friend because your friend's out there killing people. Mind you, when we started, he killed 8 people at the beginning. Morbius did.
Morbius kept saying.
So who's the real bad guy here?
Exactly. And Morbius kept saying throughout the film, I don't want to consume human blood. I just want to do synthetic. Dude, you already consume human blood because you
killed
8 people. Did you forget about that?
Yeah, and then you swam away. A bat swim.
Exactly. Do bats even like?
I'm just so confused and frustrated. If I was ever on myself, I probably would have got up and left.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a waste of a movie ticket.
Definitely
waste of. You know what was good about the movies?
The credits. Not even the credits.
The nachos.
The nachos.
The nachos was good. That was it.
The nachos and the slushy. The slushy was good. But yeah, so he kills off his friend dramatically, by the way. Like,
utter trash.
And as the friend is dying, he's still saying stuff like, it was me and you against the world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's G. That's
Do
the
you
brother.
think Morbius took the other vial and killed himself like he originally said?
You know what he did? He flew away with the rest of the bats. Flew away like Batman with the rest of the bats. And the detective Tyreek's looking up like, with no lines. I'm just like, what's this? Oh, wait, this, I know there's some Marvel lovers out there.
We're sorry.
And y'all gonna hate us.
It's trash.
But Marvel has put out trash for the last,
trash.
I can't tell you for how long.
After trash.
It's been trash. Spider-Man,
trash. Venom 2, trash. So
I know we focusing on Morbius, but come on, Marvel. I know this was a little bit of Sony's dealing too, but I mean,
they had to sign off on it.
I mean,
you can't like use a big brand like Marvel and they not sign off. So they signed off on the garbage.
Movies and I'm like, it's disappointed. It's sad.
So long story short, even down to the credits, they didn't pull like a Spider-Man Venom thing on us. In the credits, they flash to a scene where they have Morbius talking to someone from like the Spider-Man universe. And then another scene from not No Way Home.
It was like No Way Home slash the new
it was two separate movies,
movie.
and like it didn't make sense. Like we were like, wait, what? So I think they're trying to Spider-Man us.
It's like, let me sprinkle a little Spider-Man in there. Like we did the rest of Venom.
Because like with Venom, with the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, it had Venom at the end during the credits, like in Spider-Man's universe. So everybody was like, oh my God, Venom's gonna be in Spider-Man. And then he wasn't. So I think they're trying to do the same thing because they knew it was garbage. So they had to put something in there to make people be like, I mean, I guess I'll go see part 2 to see how it goes, but
we're not wrong.
We're not.
Morbius is trash.
And if any of y'all disagree, that's fine, because we can all agree to disagree. We all got our opinion.
That's what the comments down there are for. You just go down there and comment because it's utter trash.
It's all love.
We appreciate other people's opinions.
Absolutely. I love to debate.
But the truth is, Morbius, the movie, was trash.
And that's okay, because you know what? We like Marvel, we like DC Comics. There's a few in DC Comics that we don't like either, but what you have to understand, you can be a fan, but you can also have to like be that fan that says, okay, this one's not so good. Like, y'all put out some good stuff, but this ain't it. So like, that's our opinion. This is Shay.
And Benny.